What's up, guys? Randy Orton Fan 2011, and I'm back here once again for round 14 of 24 in season 2 of the PORWC Pepsi Cup series. This is the whatever it's called 300. I haven't come up with a name yet because I came up with this race pretty quickly. This was a last-minute decision to go in this track, such as New Hampshire. The last-minute decision, so I will just have it in the description or whatever it's called. Wait, I actually came up with a name. I came up with the Reebok 300. So yeah. So once again, we got 42 drivers here, all looking for a big win, and who knows what will happen. I actually have, once again, I have a special guest commentator with me, and that is Blue Fox 56, aka James McCloud. How are you doing, buddy?
Hey guys.
All right, so James, when you think about a track like New Hampshire, what is your mindset when you think about a track like this?
See, there's always some really tight racing here. It drives like a short track, but it's a pretty long 1 mile track here. You really want to get in the corners good. It's really hard to pass. Look for a really small amount of passing around here.
All right, well, we'll see about that if that is the case, and who knows what will happen at New Hampshire. We've seen a lot of good action here. We'll take a look at the starting lineup, then we'll take a look at a few notables in the starting grid, and then we'll get the command to fire up the engine, so stay tuned. That was a look at your starting lineup. James McCloud will be starting on the pole for the first time this season. He's going to need a really good run, don't you think?
Yeah, he's all the way back there in points. Not doing too well. 25th or 26th in points. Really far back. He has had a terrible season so far. We also have Seth Cole starting up there.
Oh yeah, Seth Cole. He's actually trying to stay in the top 12 in points, but he's had a pretty good season. He already has a win. But Alyssa Anderson. Then we have Alexander Williams, my girlfriend. Of course, they're pretty much in the. Of course, Alex is in the top 12, and of course, Alyssa trying to get herself in the wild card chase, right?
Yeah, and then there's also Charles Jackson rounding out your top 5.
And
he would also like a good run here.
And there's our defending champion and our points leader, Dylan Poteet, in starting 6th. He's going to be a major factor in this one, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. He's been running good all year long, and he's, like you said, first in points.
Well, here's the guy that. All right, now here's the guy that I'm going to be paying a lot of attention to. Michael Norman. This guy has been on a hot streak. 6 top 10s in the past 8 races. Don't you think? He could definitely be a threat for the. He's actually 13th in the points. If he ends up with a good run here, he might end up cracking the top 12.
Yeah, he's a wild card chase spot right now. And if he keeps this up all season, he's all the way up in 7th right now in point. He's starting 7th here anyway, and he's 13th in points. He can really work his way into the chase without using the wild card.
All right,
Keeps running like that.
Of course, yours truly starting in 13th, and there's actually someone new in the 32 car, and that is, if we can find her, there she is, Nicole Sanchez. She's replacing Chloe Lennon after she got disqualified from Pixcliff after her very asshole move from Pixcliff. Nicole Sanchez will fill in for the 32 car for 1 race.
Another notable up there, I'd say Liam Ervik. He's starting in the 15th position, and he has a wild card spot, so he has to have a good run today as well.
Oh yes, Liam Ervik. Don't want to forget that. Liam Ervik is definitely in need for a wild card spot. He's been doing pretty well, but we'll see what happens here. All right, James, it's time to start the Reebok 300. How about you give us the most famous command in motorsports?
Drivers, start your engines.
All right, here we go. This race will be 30 laps long, so lap 15 will be considered the halfway point. As we wait for the drivers to get rolling from the grid, here we go. And James McCloud and Seth Cole will lead the field down to turn 1.
Just some commentary here, but I always love those 24 paint schemes.
Oh yeah, I definitely love that Max It Now paint scheme. I definitely would like to get a diecast car for that. Pace cars made the left turn to pit road. Here we go. We are going green flag racing here at New Hampshire.
James McCloud leading them into turn 1 is starting to bridge a gap over third place.
Yeah, you see James McCloud. He is starting. He's got the huge advantage, and now Seth Cole is going to have to contend with Alexander Williams. And oh, look out! Oh man! Oh, they're hitting the wall! They're hitting the wall! Liam Irving's around!
That's a huge
Charles Jackson! Oh my god! Oh my god! Look out!
Wow,
Michael Norman took a hard hit.
Carnage up here.
Took a hard hit. Look at this. The Englishman, Sean Galligan, he is done for the day. The caution is, oh my god, we had another spin. It's Alyssa Anderson. Look out. And James McCloud was the one who led the field back to the start-finish line. But, oh man, Jennifer Miller, who's third in the points. Man, that is not a good sign for Jennifer Miller. And look at all this. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. Jessica Miller, she's fourth in the points. James Qualls, another rookie. Sean Galligan, who's actually in the top 12. And Michael Norman looks like his hot streak might come to an end right here. And there's Tony Blazer at 38. What a mess. And Charles Jackson, man, this is not the race Charles Jackson would want to see. Look at that Mountain Dew machine.
Oh man.
Unbelievable.
A bunch of race cars piled up here, bunch of smoke down the back straightaway. And only lap 2, really aggressive racing in the beginning of the race here.
Well, we'll take a look what brought the caution. Stay tuned. All right, here's what brings our first caution of the race. What do you think of this? What do you think of this, James?
Just way too hard racing, only on the first lap right there. Michael Norman gets the worst end of it, looks like here. Hits the wall hard on the inside. They're racing 4 wide off turn 2 in the beginning of the race. Just way too crazy up here.
And the AC Charles Jackson took a hard. Oh, what's this? We had a big pileup near the middle of the backstretch.
You see the 2 of Jack Richards going around there.
Well, something happened near the behind. Looks like something happened behind them. Oh man. Who's that? Oh, well, wait. It's James Qualls in the 93. He's gonna get into Sean Galligan. And then Ryan Cooper's going to turn Tony Blazer around. And then look what happens to James Qualls. Oh my god, hard hit.
Really hard. Like you can see the number completely scratched off of that side.
Yeah, and then you saw the big pileup that happened around here. We're trying to figure out how that was caused. But
I think Jack Richards got turned, not quite sure though.
No, it's actually the 3 car of Liam Irving. The 3 car of Liam Irving got turned somehow. We're trying to figure out how he got involved. Oh, wait. No, the 3 of Liam Irving tried to fall back into the racetrack, but then the 99 of Barney Ward got into the 15 of Max Skinner. That's going to turn the 3 around, and this is what bottles up pretty much everyone here in the mid-end of the backstretch. Look at this mess. And there you see the 2 of Jack Richards going to get turned by the 18 of Justin Perry. 16 of Dylan Young's going to take a hit.
And that just makes everyone check up right there.
Man, look at this. Look at this congestion right here. And yep, and that's when brings up the caution. And then we're gonna see this again because Sean Galligan took a really hard hit. You're gonna see this in real time now. Watch in slow motion. Look at this. Michael Norman just stopped dead on the racetrack, and Sean Galligan. Oh my God, Sean Galligan, nowhere to go.
Huge hit. Nowhere to go. Nothing you can do there. That's just a racing deal right there.
Now something happened near as they were coming back to the start-finish line. Something happened to Alyssa Anderson in the 33. We're trying to figure out how she spun out somehow. She somehow spun out, and I think Sasha Dawson in the 48 car might have got into her with help from Joseph Clark, and then Anderson's gonna hit the wall, but she kind of has minor damage, but I don't think anyone else hits her, but I think that's a good thing.
She was way up there in the corner, and she was just going way too slow, and she just got ran over by Sasha right there.
Well, hopefully it looks like nobody was able to, nobody ended up hitting her. Oh man, look at this. I mean,
just caused a big pile up after the start-finish line.
Yep. What a mess as they come through the first lap. Unbelievable. And James McCloud will lead the field back to the start-finish line, followed by Seth Cole, Alexander Williams, Hiroshi Kato, and Dion Scott. That'll be your top 5. We'll be right back for more green flag racing right after this. Don't go away. We're back. Pace cars giving us the 1 to go. James McCloud's your leader, followed by Seth Cole, Alexander Williams, Hiroshi Kato, and Dion Scott. That's your top 5. Then it's Xavier Livingston, Sasha Dawson, Joseph Clark, Dylan Poteet, and Aaron Williams 6th through 10th. You see James
Who's
McCloud.
that lap down car right there?
That's
the
James
93?
Qualls taking. That's James Qualls in the 93 taking the wave around. Of course, he got involved in that first wreck, but you see the damage has been repaired. Pace car's going to make the left turn pit road once again. Here we go. Green flag back out in the air for the restart in lap 6.
It'd be interesting to see how James Qualls plays a factor into the rest of the cars.
Well, we're going to pay attention to him because here he is on the inside line, and I think he might block up the racetrack for Aaron Williams here. Oh, Zohar Manood's around there to go again. Look out. Oh, man. Oh, our points leader. Our points leader got involved. Someone's flipping over. And I can't cycle through the cars fast enough. Oh, Max Skinner was the one who flipped over. And Sean Henley, heavy damage on the rear of that 20 car. Oh, man. Dylan Poteet, our points leader. And that is not a good sign for the points leader. Look at that. And he's heading to pit road. Man. That's going to... Dylan Poteet's going to take a hard hit, and Dylan Young, smoke on the car, he's done for the day. There's Alyssa Anderson. She is in the garage. And James Qualls looks like he did play a factor, but not in a good way.
I think there was another wreck on the front straight, too. I think I saw some smoke up there.
Well, it looks like you see Barney Ward took some damage. Oh, man. Oh, I think so. Ryan Cooper has heavy damage on that 13 car.
Right.
Ryan Cooper has a lot of damage on the 13.
The 42 has some rear end damage.
Yeah, it looks like Michael Dawson might have some damage too, but James McCloud's still the leader as they come through the caution. We'll take a look at what brought our second caution of the race. Stay tuned. All right, here's what brings out our second caution of the race. You see here James Qualls, he actually came around the wave round. He's a lap down. But look how Aaron Williams is going to fall behind the back bumper of James Qualls, and that's going to play a factor into this wreck right around here. No, wait. That's going to factor in. This is this wreck right here. No, wait. No, it's not that. Max Skinner actually gets Dylan Poteet loose, and then Zohar Manood just on the wrong end of that one. Now, something happens here. You see Jake Cole and Max Skinner are going to take a hard hit, and then all of a sudden everyone's going to like start to check up. And there you see Danny Wells. Danny Wells is going to get into Dylan Poteet, and then Barney Ward just nowhere to go. But watch the
5 runs over him.
Yeah, the 5 goes there, but watch Dylan Young. Watch Dylan Young in the 16 car. Look at this. Oh my God, big hit.
Wow, I missed that completely. I didn't even see that. Dylan Young.
Yeah, I mean,
out of nowhere.
And look at Max Skinner just flipping over. Oh man, we had a pile up. We had a pile up somewhere around here. We're gonna see how this happened. We're trying to figure out how this happened. Well, that's where it started. Then you see Danny Wells going to come into picture, Barney Ward. And there you see Joshua Perry going to get involved. And there is the hit by Liam Ervig. That's going to end his day. And looks like
Liam Ervig involved twice today. Like we said, he had the first wildcard spot. Not going to help him today.
Yeah, and Wolfgang Vittel somehow gets turned by his teammate Yokohama Kato. And that really blocks up the racetrack for everyone because you see Wolfgang Vittel, he's sideways. I mean, that blocks up the track for everyone, and then right around here, you're gonna see Ryan Cooper just gonna slam into the rear of Sean Henley, and then Sean Henley.
Barney Ward up there as well. Barney Ward blocking up the whole racetrack right there.
Yeah, because Barney Ward actually took a hit from Danny Wells, and that pretty much forced a whole lot of damage. And then you said something happened near the front. Now you see something happen near the front. Well,
looked like it involved Aaron Williams.
Oh, yes, it does. You see Aaron Williams just had enough of James Qualls blocking him up, and there you see he just turns him into the wall. Now,
Not sure if Aaron got any damage from that. Looks like he stayed pretty clean. I think, whoa.
Oh, wait.
Watch out up there.
Oh, man. Alyssa Anderson's going to take a hard hit. That's why she was on pit road. Alyssa Anderson just nowhere to go. Couldn't avoid James Qualls. Wait, was she going to be able to avoid him?
I don't think so. James Qualls came up the racetrack.
No, she wasn't. No, it's just nowhere to go for Alyssa Anderson, and that's not going to help her out in the wild card chase. What a tough break for Alyssa Anderson.
I think everyone else makes it through cleanly, hopefully.
Yeah, everyone else, but not so lucky for the driver of the number 33 Garage Chevy Impala.
Sad to see so many tore up race cars, only lap 7 of this 30-lap race.
Dude, we're not even halfway through this race, and I don't know how many cars have DNF'd, but I think at least 6 or 7 cars have DNF'd at this point. But James McCloud's still the leader, followed by Seth Cole. I'm getting confused with this because of the changed last name. Alexandra Williams is in third, Hiroshi Kato fourth, Dion Scott fifth. We'll be right back for more green flag racing right after this. Don't go away. We're back. Pace cars giving us the one to go. James McCloud still your leader, followed by Seth Cole, Alexander Williams, Hiroshi Kato, Dion Scott. That is your top 5. Then it's Xavier Livingston, Sasha Dawson, Joseph Clark, Nicole Sanchez, Matthew McMurray, your top 6 through 10th. Looks like Dylan Poteet, our point leader, is taking the wave around. He is in 29th position.
He's going to be a lapper. Let's see if the same thing happens with him.
Green flag back in the air. We're underway once again here in New Hampshire.
James McCloud, not that good of a jump. Looks like
he actually kind of did get a good jump. He actually got a better start than Seth Cole. And now you see Alexander Williams all over the back bumper of the 24 machine. But we're going to take a look at what happens near the back of the pack, because this is where all the wrecks start.
I think this is our first clean lap. We haven't had anyone wreck yet.
Oh, hopefully so. If they can take the green flag after this, it doesn't look like the lights are on the pace car. And yes, we do. We finally do get a green flag. We finally do get a clean green flag lap of James McCloud leads. Has led every single lap at this point. Oh, there's some debris. Looks like there was some debris towards the end of turn 4. I'm not sure if that's going to bring out the caution.
Don't think so. Caution lights are still off.
Oh, there's the Aaron Williams. He's going to take the inside line. Of course, in my series, you know the inside advantage has been helping out a lot of drivers. And you see James McCloud pretty much dominating this race at this point. But Seth Cole, he wants his second win of the season. Alexander Williams, she wants her first of the season. Hiroshi Kato, I haven't seen much of Hiroshi Kato somehow. I mean, he's been doing okay in the points, but he actually fell outside the top 20 just this past race. The past race.
It looks like the top 2 are starting to break away now. If you look at Seth Cole and James McCloud. Seth Cole all over James McCloud now.
Oh, man. Seth Cole has been challenging James McCloud as we are 2 laps away from the halfway point. Seth Cole is just hungry for his second win of the season. James McCloud just looking for his first to turn his season around. And there is Dylan Poteet. He is slow. He is off the pace. He is not going to be happy about this one.
Still, generally a much more respectful driver. Didn't get in anyone's way on the restart right there.
Yeah, just in the wrong place at the wrong time for that one. We have reached the halfway point. James McCloud's still the leader. Seth Cole is just all over him.
Seth Cole looks like he has a faster car right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he passes James in the next few laps.
Well, James McCloud, he's hanging tough right now. Now we got a battle for third here between Alexander Williams, Hiroshi Kato, and Xavier Livingston. Looks like they've pulled away a little bit from Joseph Clark and Dion Scott. And as we come to the halfway point, James McCloud will lead at the halfway point. He gets another bonus point for leading at the halfway point. And that's going to be huge for him.
All right, he's back there in standings. You got to keep that in mind.
Oh, yes. Now you see them coming at you. And looks like Dion Scott, the Aussie, he's in 7th. He's actually starting to lose ground on Joseph Clark, who's 6th right now, who could certainly use a good season turnarounder. There is Matthew McMurray, also very close to the borderline in the top 30 in points. He's battling Aaron Williams for the 8th position. Of course,
I'm not sure if that damage before is affecting Aaron Williams at all. He's just moving up the field now.
Oh, it doesn't look like it. Aaron Williams is on a mission here. He wants to get his 9th top 10 of the season. And looks like
he almost looks like he's the fastest car on the track. He's been up. He was 11th on the restart. I'm pretty sure he's all the way up to 8th now.
Well, he does have the 7th fastest lap in the leaderboard so far. But yeah, I think you might have a case of this. Seth Cole actually has the 2nd fastest lap on the leaderboard, and he's definitely making James McCloud a run for his money.
All over James McCloud right now. He's been no more than half a car length back since the restart.
No, I mean Seth Cole, he's hungry for his second win of the season, but James McCloud is James McCloud, he is hungry for his first win.
Coming now we have a battle for fourth between teammates back there. The 12 and the 22.
Oh, yes. Xavier Livingston made the pass on Hiroshi Kato for the 4th position. Joseph Clark still in 6th. Aaron Williams has moved his way into the 8th position. We have yet to see a caution somehow, so that's a good thing. But
do you think Dylan Poteet might come back? I mean, do you think he's slow enough to get in the leader's way when they come back around?
Well, there's going to be 11 laps to go. Here comes Seth Cole to the inside. Here we go. Seth Cole looking for the lead.
For that spot.
Seth Cole with the inside advantage. Can he come away with the lead as they come on turn 2? They're side by side.
James get us on off the high side, but now Seth has a preferred line coming into turn.
But you know, Dylan Poteet, he's that slower car. This might play a factor in this. Can Seth Cole lead a lap? Yes, he will. Seth Cole will get a bonus point. And right, Seth Cole to the lead coming into turn 1.
James McCloud.
James McCloud stuck on the outside, and here comes Seth Cole to the lead off turn 2. But remember, don't count out Dylan Poteet yet out of the equation. He's a much slower car, and he might play a factor in the closing laps.
Now, do you expect Seth Cole to just drive away? Because he was all over James McCloud. He looked like he was faster, but now James McCloud's sticking with him.
Well, we'll take a look at the lap times here. It looks like Seth Cole has about 15/100ths of a second faster than James McCloud. But now they're catching up really fast on Dylan Poteet right now. So this might play a factor in this one as they come to turns 3 and 4.
Hopefully, I think Dylan will move out of the way, but you never know.
Well, yeah, you know, I mean, of course you see those lap cars. We have yet to see a caution at this point. With 8 laps to go, my bad. 8 laps to go. Here we go. Look out. Here comes Dylan Poteet, going to be in the way of these leaders. And who's going to get the worst end of it? Well, it doesn't look
Looks like Seth Cole and James McCloud catch him on the straightaway, but keep an eye on him going into the corner.
Oh, he might... No, he's not going to hold up Xavier Livingston either. Not going to hold up Xavier Livingston. So now pretty much it's a battle between Seth Cole and James McCloud.
Side-by-side battle right there. He's going to hold up the 22.
Oh, there we go. That's gonna hold up Hiroshi Kato. And it looks like Aaron Williams is also going to make a pass for him. And now Aaron Williams is going to make a run for Hiroshi Kato. Aaron Williams is up to the 7th position. He actually passed Dion Scott. Dion Scott's fallen back to 8th. Now Dylan Poteet playing a factor in the closing laps. Six laps to go. Seth Cole looking for a second win of the season, but James McCloud just about all over him.
And James still hungry for his first win. These guys are both really hungry, and they're both not leaving each other at all.
Well, yeah, they're very fierce competitors. I know that for sure. But remember, only one of them can take home the glory. That is the trophy. Xavier Livingston's moved his way into the 3rd position. Alexander Williams trying to hold off 4th from Joseph Clark, and Hiroshi Kato trying to hold off 6th from Aaron Williams right now, who could very well be the points leader after this race.
Keep an eye on Xavier. With Seth and James battling, Xavier has a good shot at maybe pulling up to them and maybe passing them both.
Oh yes, Xavier Livingston looking for a second win of the season. Who knows if Xavier Livingston can possibly play a factor in this one in the closing laps. But now I think Yokohama Kato might also play a factor in this one with 4 to go. You see, Yokohama Kato's a much slower car too. And that 47 Interstate Batteries Toyota Camry. And they're catching up to him fast. This might be the break that James McCloud might be looking for, but now Xavier Livingston has caught his way up to the top 2.
I think James might have used his stuff up because he's falling back now and Seth's starting to pull away a bit. Xavier's caught him too.
Well, 3 laps to go now, but I think the lap car of Yokohama Kato might be James McCloud's last chance. And now Xavier Livingston all over the back bumper of James McCloud looking for the 2nd position. James McCloud desperately trying to defend the 2nd position, but Xavier Livingston just hot on his back bumper. But now they're catching up to Yokohama Kato as they come around with 2 to go. This might be James McCloud's last chance to actually have a chance at the win.
James McCloud with a block on Xavier right there.
Oh man!
Xavier tried going low. James blocked that.
Wow, that's a desperate move. Desperate men do desperate things. That was a desperation move on for James McCloud, and now here we go. Could Seth Cole pass Yokohama Kato?
Oh, Yokohama holding Seth up a bit.
Oh, I don't think
Not
he
sure if that'll do
did.
anything.
I don't think he did, but he's going to hold up Xavier Livingston. White flag is
I
out,
think
one
they made
lap to go.
contact off turn 4 right there.
White flag is out, one to go, and Seth Cole is in the driver's seat. But James McCloud's just about three car lengths back. Trying to figure out where Aaron Williams is. Oh, look out!
Whoa.
Look out! Aaron Williams is in
slowly
7th
back
as
there
they
with
come
the
off to
lapper.
turns 3 and 4. Doesn't look like they'll catch up to Randy Carpenter. And here they come off turn 4. The winner of the Reebok 300 is Seth Cole.
Second win of the season right there.
And James McCloud finally with a podium finish. How about that? Just desperate man, and he is able to defend second from
That's his
Xavier.
first podium finish of the year, isn't it?
Yep. And I mean, it was a
Who else is out there?
long time
Xavier,
coming.
Also with a really good run.
That's his best run of the year. Xavier Livingston, a big podium finish for him in 3rd. Alexander Williams will end up 4th. Joseph Clark with another good run. He will end up 5th. Hiroshi Kato ends up 6th. Aaron Williams will end up 7th.
Good runs for a lot of guys who needed it. Needed it.
Yeah, especially James McCloud, because he was like well off the pace of the wild card, and that might give him a chance at the wild card spot. But of course, congratulations to Seth Cole. Now we take a look at the official race results. There's a look at your official race results. Congratulations to Seth Cole. He wins the Reebok 300. James McCloud and Xavier Livingston will join him on the podium. It's been a long time coming for James McCloud to finally get a podium finish.
Definitely. He's been running decent all season, but Rex took him out a lot. Another person who really needed a good run and got it, Trent Dunham up there.
Well,
Qualified all the way in the back.
Yep. And you see Trent Dunham, he ended up 9th. And there you see Alexander Williams will end up 4th, Joseph Clark 5th. Good run for Joseph Clark. He definitely needed that one.
Aaron Williams also worked his way up from 11th on that last restart all the way up to 7th. He was running pretty fast.
And it looks like Aaron Williams will take over the points lead because look where Dylan Poteet finished. That is all the way back in 29th, 2 laps down. So it looks like Aaron Williams will take over the points lead. Dion Scott will end up 8th. Trent Dunham will end up 9th. And Nicole Sanchez in a one-race deal will end up in the top 10. How about that for Nicole Sanchez?
Definitely. Really good showing from her. But really good racing here at New Hampshire. First time here this season, right?
Oh, yes. It's actually the first time in my entire PORWC series that I've ran here. We'll go through 11th through 20th right now. That's Matthew McMurray, Sasha Dawson, Alexander Dawson, Justin Perry, Jake Cole, Zohar Manood, Red Bell, Jack Richards, Brian LaFleur Jr., and Michael Dawson. Take a look at through 21st through 30th now. Pichu, Wolfgang Vettel, Joshua Perry, Christopher Martin, Liam Ervig, Sean Henley, Randy Carpenter, Yokohama Kato a lap down, Dylan Poteet 2 laps down. Looks like he's going to lose the points lead.
Michael Norman finished all the way back in 40th.
Oh, man.
Wildcard hopes.
Oh, man. Michael Norman, that is not going to help him out in the points at all. He's starting up near the front. He just got involved in that first wreck, and that pretty much screwed his day up.
Definitely.
And it looks like Dylan Poteet's going to lose that points lead because he finished all the way back in 29th. He was 4 points ahead of Aaron Williams after this one, but before coming into this race. But looks like Aaron Williams can say hello to the points lead, and Dylan Poteet can kiss the points lead goodbye one more time. There you see Barney Ward, Alyssa Anderson, Ryan Cooper, Dylan Young, Danny Wells, Max Skinner, James Qualls, Jennifer Miller, Charles Jackson, Tony Blazer, Michael Norman, Jessica Miller, and Sean Galligan, all with DNFs. A lot of cars there, especially considering Alyssa Anderson. She's like up in the wild card chase, and that's not going to help her out.
Yeah.
And of course, you also see both the Miller sisters, Jessica Miller and Jennifer Miller. This is a first for Jennifer Miller. That is her first DNF of the entire season.
Right. That should be noted. And both of the Millers were up in the top 5 or 6 in standings. They're gonna take a hit after this race.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Sean Henley's gonna be the one who pulls ahead, but who knows? Who knows what the point standings will look like and after this one?
Yeah, just a really crazy race for everyone in the points.
And there you see Sean Galligan finishing dead last, and man, Sean Galligan's that's not gonna be a happy day for Sean Galligan. Not gonna be a happy camper.
Definitely. Alyssa Anderson also, I'm not sure if we talked about her, but she was up there in points. She was in wildcard contention.
Yeah, that's not going to help her out either because, of course, she actually has the last wild card spot, and if who knows if she falls outside that range, that's not going to be good because, well, whatever. I couldn't come up with a reason there. But other than that,
it wouldn't be good because drivers like Trent Dunham finished well, but he already has a wild card spot.
yeah, he's actually
Danny
ahead.
Wells is up there, but he got in a crash.
Yeah, Trent Dunham's actually ahead of Alyssa Anderson in the wild card chase. But other than that, congratulations to Seth Cole on a great run. A big win for Seth Cole. That's his second win of the season.
Congratulations, and it was a really good race.
Yep, and of course I want to thank you, James McCloud, for aka Blue Fox 56, for co-commentating this race with me.
Of course, anytime.
All right, thank you very much. This has been your PORWC president, Kevin Rabinell, signing off. This race has been brought to you by Pepsi Max. Crisp, refreshing, amazing, Pepsi next. Thank you.